Hey everybody, Box Fan D here. So this is just a little update of the work I've been doing on the van. Obviously, it's very amateurish work. You guys want to see good work, go check out Johnny's Journey. She's doing a build on her ProMaster 3500. She's like a professional. Everything's perfect and beautiful. But anyhow, this'll do. I'm 68 years old. I'm not physically able to do what I used to do. But I'm doing it, and I'm doing it completely by myself. I feel kind of proud that I am able to accomplish it. And I made a lot of progress. Everything's taking me a lot longer than I thought. I have so many do-overs. But if I can give any advice, never use OSB board for walls or floor, because it's so hard to work with if you want to do anything with it. It's hard to paint. You can't sand it level and smooth. It breaks as you're trying to sand it. You can never get all the little nooks and crannies filled. It's just terrible wood for working in a van. It's heavy and it's a lot less expensive than plywood, which is why I used it. But I thought when I first ordered my wood for the truck, I thought I was getting plywood, but obviously I didn't. Anyhow, I fought with it. I have really fought with it, but I would have to completely strip the van in order to change that, so I'm not going to do that. Anyhow, but all in all, things have gone pretty well. I've really done a lot, and I have only about a week to 10 days to still work on the van, so I'm going to have to get it done. And I still have quite a few things I have to do, but I feel like I'm really moving along, and I'm getting everything I want in there. So I feel happy about that, and I feel I'm succeeding. So hope this will encourage other people that don't have experience, maybe not expecting to be perfect, but at least it's very functional. So anyhow, here we go. So starting with the cabinets, I did get a cabinet over the window. I did the first coat of paint on everything, as you can see. Did the patching and everything. I put in my bed platform, and under the bed I built a shelving unit on that side, on the right side. And behind that is another storage area which is about 10 inches wide with 28 inches high. So I can have a lot of storage on each end of the bed. So same thing on this side. I've put the board down on the floor over the wheel well. So that's why I had to do that. So one don't want the metal exposed. So I have the wheel well there, and it goes all the way back for storage on both sides. So then I built 3 drawers, pull out on sliders. Making noise here. I put 3 drawers. These were so complicated because the problem is getting in that small space to do the sliders. And I do have a pull-out table here. It's a little stuck. Okay, that's my pull-out table for my desk. And it'll come out way out. Quite a ways. And the problem is when I got that second drawer in, I couldn't get it back out to get it level. So I really have too much space between my drawers. And unfortunately, the slider is going to be exposed. I can't put a baseboard on there because, I don't know, it's just too much hassle. So that's what I did for that. And then I'll show you more. So under the stove, I built a pull-out drawer for all my pots and pans. Goes all the way back. And I built a shelf to sit on my stove on. And then I put in the counter. It's a nice Formica top counter. As you can see, it's very nice, actually. Let me see if I can get a better view. There we go. So that's the countertop. And I also put cabinets above the kitchen counter. Two cabinets. Those are 30 wide by 12 deep and 12 high, each one. So you can see what I did there. And they're pretty good size. I have good latches in there, so it won't be flying open all the time. There's a little ridge here that keeps stuff from flying out. I built a little bookshelf here, right next to the cabinet. I need a place to put my books, like my Bible and my cookbook and a few other books. So I still have good deep storage in here. You can see the depth, but this is the depth right there. I'm not doing a very good job with the video, but so I built everything I'd built from scratch except the cabinets. I built the drawers myself. I built this medicine cabinet, and I just put some nice little rails on here to keep stuff from sliding out. And I'll probably put another shelf across here, just for knickknacks or something. I don't know. I would like to do some knickknacks in with my decor. So as you can see, I built, bear with me, I have to move around a little bit. I built this cabinet for my refrigerator and also for the little pull-out shelf that I had set up for my little freezer for my Aquacool. And this slides out and it's nice. So that's really nice there. And I have to hook up my electrical over the counter somewhere where we could have easy access. Still have to paint the other wall there behind the driver's seat. And I'm going to put up my curtains. I did order some new curtains. I decided I wanted to change because I'm going to do a green screen when I try to do live streams. So I want to have a blue curtain come across from up here, right here, all the way across. So I'm going to have a green screen curtain can cover up the bed. So that's pretty much the progress I've made. Down here is going to be where my water storage. I was putting a silverware drawer and another pull out here. The only problem is I wouldn't have the width I needed over on the right side for my sink to sit down. The sink is 13 by 15. And I'm going to have to cut out the counter for that. And it would not fit. Because I already had built a 16-inch wide drawer. So I could cut it down, but it's a lot of work. So I decided I'm going to use my 3-drawer cabinet I already had in there. And then have a little 3-drawer silverware tray drawer on top of that. These are the water storage, 2 6-gallon jugs. I'm going to get another one just like it for the gray water. So I'm probably going to set over there. What else? So I still have a ton of work to do. I still have to do another coat of paint on it. I didn't get that pre-painted, but anyhow, that's a start. I still have to do a second coat of paint on everything. I have to sand down the floors. I bought some little floor tiles The problem with them, they say they shouldn't be put on MDF or OSB board, but that's what I have on the floor, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. Just put it extra glue or something to keep them from slipping around. So that's my progress for today, and I will have to do a lot more things. I'm gonna have this window privacy screen have to go on the windows, and I have to put up the curtains, and I have to hook up this electrical wire so I can run my air conditioner. And what else? Put a curtain up over the door. I'm gonna use the old curtains for the doors, because they were pretty good, double thermal. So I'm gonna have a box with a lid inside of the cab there over my battery box. Then I can have extra storage with a lift up lid. Could sit my guitar on top of it when I'm not using them. Just gonna store things that I don't have to get to all the time. Because I was breaking my back trying to get in there to get things. Always has stuff in the floor area, the walkway. So I would have to move 20 items just to get to the stuff back there. So I'm going to have a flip up lid on top of that box. And that should give me a little more storage and easy access. So there we go.